Today we're going to show you what an actual coaching session looks like and show you how powerful it can be, just one coaching session to impact your life. We really are passionate about coaching and believe that each time we have a conversation with somebody, it can unlock understanding and clarity in someone's life. And so today I'm going to be doing a coaching session with Marianne because we wouldn't actually want to coach one of our clients because that's confidential information. And so we are Brian and Marianne with Adventurous Life. We're coaching your journey from doubt to courage, obligation to motivation, and mundane to adventure. So here's a sneak peek.
Okay.
Welcome, Marianne.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, tell me how your me body is today.
My me body. Oh, I'd put my me at about an 8. And my body, I'm feeling good. I put it at a 9 today.
Sounds like you're doing well, having a good day.
Yeah.
So the me body, we always do a check-in at the beginning. Instead of just saying, how are you doing? Because most people just say, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm okay. The me body really helps to clarify how you're really doing. The me is a mental, emotional check-in on a scale of 1 to 10. And you heard Marianne say an 8. She's doing pretty well. And the body is just, how are you doing physically? She said a 9. So that's pretty good. A 10 would be doing fantastic. So what's gone well for you in the last week or two since we last talked?
Well, since we last talked, we had talked about the action step that I really wanted to get farther on my book. So that was awesome because I got a couple days away, like I had said I was going to do. I got those 2 days away and I was able to edit my book and get the rough editing all done on the paper, and that was awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hear a lot of excitement in your voice. It sounds like you're really motivated and...
Yeah, definitely. I felt very accomplished to get that step. I mean, I still feel like there's so much to do, but that was a really good step that I was excited about doing.
Well, that's going to give you confidence for your next action steps. Then you say, yeah, I can do it.
Yeah. I felt like, okay, I got there. I did what I said I was going to do by the time we got back together, and yeah, I'm ready to move forward now some more.
That's great. So we always start with what we call wins or successes at the very beginning, because we believe in the positive psychology of really focusing on what you've done well. If we focus on just what we do poorly or just the negative, then that really gets us bogged down by those things. And so we want to focus in what's gone well and get your mind in that place of saying, okay, I can do it. I do have the confidence, and that really builds for the future. So, Marianne, what's your topic for today? What do you want to bring forward to this coaching conversation?
Okay, I have been thinking about this because I wanted to have my focus ready today. So it's a little different. I want to talk about having kids at home all the time now. 4 teenagers in my house, 24/7 because they're doing school from home and all activities are done right now.
You must be busy.
Yeah, and then the combo, that's the thing, is with the work I'm trying to get done and just the trying to manage that and manage myself with that, really.
So tell me more why this is something that's important to you.
Well, I want to have a good relationship with my kids through this time. I want to be able to look back and say, that was a positive time. We got to do some really cool stuff as a family, and that's what I really want to use this time for. And so that's why it's important to me, but I don't always, in the moment to moment when you're trying to say, okay, what's next for you? And then trying to get to my stuff, it's a struggle sometimes.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so by the end of this conversation, what would you hope for?
Well, I would hope that in the moment, I would have some better strategies for, okay, how am I going to handle that moment when I'm actually feeling that stress, feeling that kind of pull between work and kids, and I need kind of a better plan in place, a little bit better mindset and strategy for what I'm going to do in those frustrating moments.
So you'd really like to dive into strategies that are going to help you in those moments mentally to be able to accomplish what you're hoping for, that positive relationship with the kids.
practical strategies this time. Because I think some of the mindset is there, but of what I want, but yeah, it's the strategies that go along with that.
So during this time, we really dive deeper into this topic that she's brought forward today. And we would spend about 20 to 30 minutes really unpacking this and seeing what things she's tried and what she wants to accomplish in the future, and really talk about the emotions, talk about any obstacles that have been getting in the way. A lot of times in our own mind, we just don't go there because it takes so much mental energy to accomplish certain things that are hard and difficult. And when you come alongside with a trained coach who can listen to the language that you're using and then ask powerful questions that really do unlock ideas that have been in there, things that you want to accomplish, you can accomplish so much more together than by yourself. And so that's why coaching has become so much more popular, because of the power and the impact that it can have on someone's life. So Marianne, after we've had this conversation, this 30-minute coaching session here, what are some action steps that you've heard yourself say that you're going to take this week to help with those strategies?
Well, I really realized the conflict that I'm having kind of in the later afternoon, evening time, when I'm trying to get like those few more things done, and it's dinner and the kids are wanting to kind of play and have that time. So that is really an area I want to focus on that time. So an action step is I want to have a cutoff time of when I'm done with work and it's just focused on family. So I think that's the biggest conflict kind of time where I'm feeling that pull and the frustration kicks in. So I'm going to have a cutoff time. I'm done with work. I'm all about the family from then on.
And what time will that be?
Oh, I think I need to think about that a little bit. I need to plan today. I need to look at the calendar and think through, dinner and that prep, and really, I need to think about that today.
Will that cutoff time be something that's every day, or will it be different times during different days?
I think it might have to be different times, because on certain days, how the kids are cooking some dinner night, so that night could be a little later, but when I am, it has to be a little earlier. So I think it will depend on the day. But I can pretty much make a cutoff time for a weekly plan. Yeah.
Excellent. And when are you going to start that?
Start the cutoff time?
Start the cutoff time.
Well, today. No time like the present. So I'll need some time right after this. I'll need to go think through the week, plan the cutoff time, and I'll start it today.
Excellent. Action steps. That's something that we always finish with, because when we talk about from the beginning, what do you want? We want to make sure that we're moving towards that, and not just having a great conversation, but actually taking steps to accomplish the things that you want, whether it's developing strategies like Marianne said today, maybe it's contacting somebody, maybe it's writing things down in a journal. Whatever it is, it's moving forward. And although a coach is not necessarily an accountability partner, there is some accounting built in, knowing that next week, when Marianne schedules her appointment, she knows that we're going to talk about how did you do from the action steps the last week. So encouraging her to think about that and move forward on what she really wants. So Marianne, what's a takeaway that you have from today's coaching session?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing that really stuck out to me is just the importance of this to me, and like I didn't realize how deeply until I kind of had that moment that I really want this to be positive and I want to take the work. I don't just want to let it keep kind of being this like negative interaction. Like it came out just really, really deep how important this is to me. And so I want these steps I came up with to happen because it is so important. So all right. Well, thank you for listening in on a little bit of a coaching session. Of course, it was set up, but that was a real thing that I'm thinking through, and it was pretty cool because even as we were talking before and even talking now, this is something real for me. I'm going to today go think through what time I'm going to cut off work, because that's something that I'm thinking through. And that is the power of coaching, is those aha moments. I didn't get the full coaching session. I might have to do that later, but just what you did see and what I did get to have is those aha moments, those clarifying moments, and then moving forward. Thank you for joining our community today. It's always great to have you come. I didn't get to see all the comments and who was on here today, but thank you for joining us live, or thank you for watching later. If anything that we say resonated with you, or you thought, I would like to try coaching, I would like to have some of those focused conversations, those questions that get me thinking, we would love to work with you. You can find out more information on our website. That's adventurouslife.net. There you can find information about coaching as well as our other services. And we will be back with you next week on Tuesday at 11:11, every Tuesday and Friday at that time. And we look forward to seeing you again then. Thanks.